Well, hello, students, and welcome to another PowerPoint presentation, The Truth That Will Change Your Life. Truths that change your life. This is Dr. Cecil Cockerham, and I'm your instructor for this brief presentation of encouragement. And this is one of our videos of encouragement. So let's get right into the study, because great success is often preceded by failure. Don't like to talk about failure, but the fact is your mistakes pave the way for you to succeed by revealing when you're on the wrong path. The biggest breakthrough typically comes when you're feeling the most frustrated and the most stuck. It's this frustration that it focuses and forces you to think differently, to look outside the box and see the solution that you've been missing. So, success takes patience and the ability to maintain a good attitude even while suffering for what you believe in. And I think perhaps most of us from time to time have found ourselves in such a situation. But being busy does not equal being productive. Success doesn't come from movement and activity. It comes from focus, from ensuring that your time is used efficiently and productively. You get the same number of hours in the day as everyone else. Use your time wisely. After all, you're the product of your output, not your effort. Make certain your efforts are dedicated to tasks that get results. Let me say that one more time. That's really important. Make certain your efforts are dedicated to tasks that get results. You're only as good as your influence. You strive, and you should strive, to surround yourself with people who inspire you, people who make you better and want to make you better. But what about the people who drag you down? Why do you allow them to be part of your life? Anyone who makes you feel worthless, anxious, or uninspired is wasting your time and quite possibly making you more like them. Life is too short to associate with people like this. Cut them loose. You're living the life you created. You are not a victim of circumstances. No one can force you to make decisions and take actions that run contrary to your values and aspirations. The circumstances you're living in today are your own. You created them. And most people don't like to hear that. But the fact of the matter is that we create where we are and what we're in. And oftentimes people can't see that, and they don't want to understand that, and they don't want to move out of it. Oftentimes, because that's our comfort zone. The circumstances you're living in, you created them. Likewise, your future is entirely up to you. If you're feeling stuck, it's probably because you're afraid to take the risk necessary to achieve your goals and live your dreams. You got to take risks, I'll tell you that. To get to where you want to be, oftentimes you just got to move forward and say, I'm going to do this, and take the risk of doing it. But fear is the number one source of regret. I want to state that one more time. Fear is the number one source of regret. When it's all said and done, You will lament the chances you didn't take far more than you will in your failures. Don't be afraid to take risks. I often hear people say, what's the worst thing that can happen to you? Will it kill you? Yet death isn't the worst thing that can happen to you. And this next statement is so important. The worst thing that can happen to you is allowing yourself to die inside while you're still alive. I must state that. And you must really understand that, because you probably already experiencing that. The worst thing that can happen to you is allowing yourself to die inside while you're still living alive today. You don't have to wait for an apology to forgive. Life goes a lot smoother once you let go of grudges and forgive even those who never say, I'm sorry. Grudges. Let negative events from your past ruin today's happiness? No. Hate and anger are emotional parasites that destroy your life, your joys in life. The negative emotions that come with holding on to a grudge creates a stress response in your body. Holding on to stress can have devastating health consequences. And I've so found that so true as a coach, counselor, and mentor. I've dealt with so many people in that area, and that's the reason why I've really studied health and nutrition for many, many years. Stress contributes to high blood pressure and heart disease. Even the research in Emory University has shown that because of stress, it contributes to many, many health issues. When you forgive someone, it doesn't condone their actions. It simply frees you from being their eternal victim. Live in the moment. You can't reach your full potential until you learn to live your life in the present. Everything is just now, folks. I have learned that one of the most important words that you'll ever understand and do and be is just to live in the now. No amount of guilt can change the past, and no amount of anxiety can change the future. It's impossible to be happy if you're constantly somewhere else, unable to fully embrace the reality, whether it's good or bad, in this very moment. The now is what is true. You don't have tomorrow. In fact, when you wake up in tomorrow, it's not even called tomorrow. It's called what? Today, the now. So the only thing that we have is the beauty of now. To help yourself live in the moment, you must do two things. Accept your past. If you don't make peace with your past, it will never leave you, and in doing so, it will create your future. Number two, worry has no place in the here and now. Mark Twain once said this: worrying is like paying a debt you don't owe. How profound a statement is that? Worrying is like paying a debt you don't owe. Your self-worth must come from within. When your sense of pleasure and satisfaction are derived from comparing yourself to others, you are no longer the master of your own destiny. When you feel good about something that you've done, don't allow anyone's opinion or accomplishments to take that away from you. While it's impossible to turn off your knowledge as to what other people think of you, you don't have to compare yourself to others. You know you. Don't compare yourself to someone else, because that will cause anxiety, worries, and concerns, because you feel like, well, I'm not measuring up because they're doing so and so, and I'm not. Life is short. None of us are guaranteed a tomorrow. When someone dies unexpectedly, it causes us to take a stock in our own life. Loss is a raw, visceral reminder of the frailty of life. Remember yourself every morning when you wake up that each day is a gift, and you're bound to make the most of your blessings that you've been given. The moment you start acting like life is a blessing is the moment it will start acting like one. After all, a great day begins with a great mindset. And I think that is so important. At my age, I find every day is a blessed day. The way, no matter what other people are thinking or doing, your self-worth comes from within. Regardless of what people think of you at any particular moment, one thing is certain: you're never as good or bad as they say you are. In fact, it's a matter of this: what God says about you and me is what's important. Other people can have an opinion, and we can have an opinion of somebody else. But the most important opinion is this: what does the opinion of God says? He says you're holy without blame in this world. Everything has been done for you. You've already been given everything for life and godliness. You've already been blessed. All the things that we read, just read them with a understanding of the past tense verb that's written in. If it's past tense, it's finished. It's done. Change is inevitable. Embrace it. Only when you embrace change can you find the good in it. You need to have an open mind and open arms if you're going to recognize and capitalize on the opportunities that change creates. You're bound to fail when you keep doing the same thing you've always have in the hope that ignoring what the change will make it go away. After all, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And we all have heard that for many, many years. Life doesn't stop for anyone. When things are going well, appreciate them, enjoy them, as they are bound to change. And that's for certain. If you're always searching for something more, something better than you think is going on to make you happy, you'll never be present long enough to enjoy the great moments before they're gone. So enjoy the now, the present moment. Enjoy that which you have at the moment, whether it's the bad, the good, bad, or the ugly. Embrace it and move on. And move on in life. So we got to bring this all together. Staying focused and asking the hard questions can be extremely uncomfortable. And that is so true. You don't learn to grow by sticking with what is comfortable. And I always want to end with these lessons with simple action steps. And affirmations plus music, adding that together with these affirmations will start to bring about change. Affirmation does not make it happen. An affirmation that I always add is something that's already happened. It is true about you already, whether you believe it or not. This is just to ingrate into your mind, your psyche, that what you're saying about yourself is already a reality, according to what is truth. This is it. I am the beloved of God. Now that's what's true. Now, you may not believe that, but that is just the truth of the matter. I am the beloved of God. And as you listen to good, solid, beautiful, relaxing music, the ones that I've mentioned before, the different hertz, like 528 hertz, you can listen to that music. It's free. It's on YouTube. So go over and listen to some soothing music as you say these affirmations. They're good to start your day, and they're good to end your day. The Holy Spirit of infinite wisdom and strength dwells inside of me. Well, he does. The Spirit of infinite wisdom and strength dwells inside of me. The Holy Spirit ability are my abilities. Now, see, if you really grasp that and keep saying that and believe that, then it'll start being a reality for you. The Holy Spirit, his abilities are my abilities. I am loved and bring his love into all situations. You are. You're loved, and you can bring his love into all situations. So as you go and as you meditate on this, a brief lesson of encouragement, it can literally change your life and change it forever. So be blessed today, as I always say, because you have already been blessed. And this is Dr. Cockerhams, looking forward to meeting you again with another brief lesson in the future.